I'm going to start by showing you something, okay? Who is the best plastic surgeon in Southern California? That's where I'm based. Chad's gonna say, there's no single best answer, but here's some highly rated ones. Watch. Okay, exactly like I said. Okay, so we have Stephen J. Garth Fisher, Ashkan. Let's look at the Stephen. And the reason why I'm doing this is because 75.9% of cosmetic surgery patients choose their surgeon based on social media. Up 75.2 thousand followers. Look at that. First pin post, Dr. Stephen's exact process, which shares his thinking. Very much authority building content. A before and after, which is also authority content. Now, before you even keep watching this video, search for yourself in ChatGPT. Who is the best, your category in your area, and see if you come up, because most founders I talk to do not come up. They don't even know that this exists. So that gap is exactly what this video is about. 4 places your business is invisible in right now and exactly what it's costing you every single month. And in this video and in the description, if you check it now, I'm going to share a free tool that will allow you exactly to determine where that gap is for yourself between visibility and conversion. Let's get started. So let's start with Google, because if you've been investing into your website, your SEO, and your Google presence, first of all, you're doing wonders, but I need you to hear this. As December 2025, when AI overview appears when you're searching for something, the click-through rate for the top ranking page drops by 58%. That is exactly what is happening right now. So your rankings may look fine, your impressions do as well, but the clicks are disappearing. So those people who are curious about what it is that you offer, they're never actually making it to your website. And don't make the mistake of thinking just because your rankings are stable, as in you show up top 10, that does not mean that your discoverability is stable. Those are 2 slightly different things. So this is not about the fact that Google is dying. It's about the way that you get discovered that has changed. I'll give you another example. Speaking of the changes in Google, you also may not know about this. Let me search up rhinoplasty process. This is Safari, but this is using Google. You see this little tab right here with the short videos? What happens when I click on that? All the plastic surgeons are sharing their process, like this guy right here, their before and afters. So me, a potential client, when I go to type in Google and find that out, I'm potentially landing on a surgeon I may be working with later down the line. Strategy has not caught up to this yet. All of these videos are from social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. So since Google is not reliably sending people to you, where are they actually going? Well, that's a good question. They're going to AI. More and more people are using AI every day and searching for things for convenience with AI. That is basically their own search bar. And I'm going to insert a stat right here about how Google search has changed and how much it dropped over the past few years. So if you're not on that list or on that short videos tab, you are losing patients that you never even knew you had. And you know what determines whether you get placed on that list and you get recommended by AI, or your business is even discoverable with the new search engines? Compounding authority. Now, what is that, Vera, you may ask, because it sounds like a little bit of like compounding authority. Sounds very rich. It's like a German chocolate cake. Compounding authority is strategic visibility implemented with a system that makes sure that your patients and your clients find you first before they even find your competitors. Now, this is the point that surprises founders the most. Referrals feel really safe, right? Chances are your business is probably built on referrals, which is awesome. Go you, you're killing it. But there is a step that happens after the recommendation that most founders cannot see. And you want to know what that step is? So step 1, someone refers you, okay? Step 2 is they Google your name, they type it into Yahoo, they ask AI perhaps. They're validating that recommendation before they actually commit to booking a consult with you or contacting you via contact form. Now, what do they find online? If what they find online does not match the strength of the referral, that referral dies. You never get the call. That is a patient who was almost knocking at your door. They were reaching and reaching, but they just never made it. They just stepped back and turned around, got in their car and drove all the way home. You're not losing those clients that you never even hear from because your work is not good enough. You're losing them because your presence online does not reflect the authority that you actually have. It doesn't reflect how awesome your work is. So that gap between your reputation and your visible authority is the most expensive leak in your business right now, because it is the one that you can never truly measure. And just for kicks, since we're doing little demos, let me show you something again. So who's a dentist I should trust in Orange County for a solid teeth cleaning? Okay, let's look this up. Okay, so I've actually done the search before, and first up, OC Healthy Smiles always pops up. So let me Google those, and then I'm also going to find OC Dental Center. Okay, and let me do a third. We're going to be picking between the three. We're just really getting into the head of a potential client right now. So we have Healthy Smiles, 4.9 ratings. Awesome, really good reviews, and that is very strong because 61% of patients trust online reviews more than personal recommendations, so this is great. However, when I go to check their profiles, they have Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Let's open Twitter. There's probably going to be nothing there. Look at that, no posts. All right, let's go to the dental center. They seem to have an Instagram. 93 followers. This content's pretty basic, like a lot about holidays, but at least I can see like a before and after. Like, look at this, this is nice. Shows their process. Right here as well. Look at that. That is an awesome result. Now let's go to this third one. They don't have any social profiles, just Twitter and Facebook. Let's check out their Facebook and see. Okay, holiday posts. So a Facebook page just for the sake of having a Facebook page. Me as a potential patient, who do you think I'm going to choose out of the three? Of course, the one with social content. Because if the reviews are the same, the reputation online is generally the same, but the only thing that's missing is me getting to know the people who are going to be working on my mouth or on my nose or on my whatever it is, whatever service I'm getting done, then that is that gap that I need to fill. And that brings me to this statistic that I need to share with you. 73% of people say that thought leadership content is more trustworthy than any marketing material when they're deciding who to work with. More than your website, more than your ads, more than anything that you can send them in a proposal. And what is thought leadership? It is you as a founder or your team members getting in front of the camera and sharing what it is that you guys are absolutely killer at, what people pay you so much money for. That is thought leadership. And guess what? Most practices are not doing it. They're behind the curve. You and I, we're evolving into AI. Social media, they're not. They stay stuck in that referral ceiling and they can just never quite break through. Your content is your most powerful conversion tool, as I've just shown you across 3 different steps. And most founders are not using it that way. It's tragic, actually. The distinction that I come back to with every single founder we work at vFactor Social is before we get started, they have activity. So what's activity? Like holiday posts, announcements, like we've expanded our team, we have a new location, maybe some before and afters here or there. But when we start working together, we're building authority. Authority content is conversion content, which in simple terms means more ka-ching for you and for your business. That visibility content, that bucket, it does not get you on that AI shortlist. It does not have you show up in that short form search in Google. It does not get the conversion that that authority content gets. So if your practice has been active on social media and you're not seeing anything come through with it, you do not have a content or an activity problem. You have a conversion problem, okay? That authority, it's not compounding. And how do we make content compound and really convert? Positioning. That's where your true bottleneck lies. And lucky for you, that's exactly what we specialize in. And until positioning is solved, content cannot do its job. So let's bring it back to when we first started. That search that I ran at the top of the video, I still have the ChatGPT tab open. That client who showed up in the answer, the difference between that founder and someone like you, for example, is not that that founder has been in it longer. It's not that they have a better quality of work. It's simply that they have an authority system that makes them discoverable, visible, thus trustworthy. Their ideal clients are finding them, and when someone sends a referral their way, that referral converts. And most founders have no idea where their authority is actually leaking. They know that something's not working, but they cannot see the exact gap. That is exactly what your authority gap score is for. It is a free quiz that the team at vFactor Social and I have created. It takes about 5 minutes, and it shows you exactly where your online authority is leaking and what you should be focusing on to fix first. So link is in the description of the video. Click it, take it, and get your results. Because once you see your score, you'll know exactly where to start. The founders who build this authority system now and focus on that will absolutely own their category in just a few years' time. And the ones who wait will spend years catching up to the people who started with the system. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.